Hi, my name is Leah Stewart. I'll be graduating from the University of Georgia with a degree in Communication Sciences and Disorders in December of 2022. Regarding the scenario of the individual making insensitive comments towards the cashier with disability, I think the best course of action would be to confront that person respectfully and let them know that what they are saying is not okay. This cashier has every right to have a job just as anyone else does, and if they cannot respect that, then they should not come to this grocery store. For me, I am an introvert and I have a very hard time speaking up for my own self sometimes. But going into this career path of speech language pathology, I know that I'm going to be working with a lot of clients that do have disabilities, and I need to be an advocate for them. I think it's very important for them to have multiple sources of advocates, and I know that I will need to be that for them. So I think in this situation, it would be important for me to confront this person respectfully and let them know that what they are doing is not okay. Especially if the cashier were to hear, that would just hurt their feelings. It may make them not want to work this job anymore. And I would just let this person know that every little comment that they make, they do hear, and they will take that and be hurt. And they may not want to have a job anymore. And I would also let the cashier know that I'm very sorry for their insensitive comments, even though it wasn't me. But I would also just let them know that I will always be an advocate and always support them. Regarding to teamwork, through my classes as like a CMSD major, I have learned about the many individuals that I will work with in my career. I know that I will work with PT and OT and audiologists and even families of the client. And I know how vital it is that we all work together for the best outcome for the client. I think before we even get into our career, that it is important as a cohort in our graduate school that we work together and we support each other so that we can become even better speech language pathologists. Sometimes I may understand something better than my cohort friend, or they might understand something better than I can, and we can collaborate and just help each other to better ourselves and better our understandings. And sometimes they may have better ideas on activities or how to go about a situation. I think it is important to support one another in the workforce for when you're having bad days and you're feeling down and feeling like you're not giving the client the best that you can. You need somebody there to remind you why you are in this career, that you are doing a good job, and maybe even like some pointers on how to better work with this client. Because you may be doing something that isn't as effective as somebody else's idea. Also, when it comes to difficult people, there are going to be many difficult people that we encounter on our day-to-day, whether that be workers, that be families, that be maybe even clients sometimes. But I think as it goes with teamwork, I think it's important to be advocating for the client. And if somebody is being difficult, I think it's important to stand up to them and respectfully let them know that, hey, you might not want to do this. This isn't helping the client. If you could just do this a little more. I know when it came to me, like through school, when working with difficult people, it was hard for me to stand up for them because, like I said, I am very introverted and very to myself. So I would either just like push it off, or I would end up just taking on all the work myself. And when it comes to this career path, that's not going to be good for me. If I'm taking on all this work, I'm just going to get burnt out. But if I come to this person and say, hey, you're I just really, really need your help with this. And just be super respectful about it, because if you're respectful, then they're going to be respectful about it back towards you, and probably be more understanding. But I think all in all, it's very important for us to advocate for our clients, for those with disabilities. It's important to advocate for our PT and our OT and our audiologists and the families that we are going to be working with. And I think it's going to be very important through our cohort to work as a team, and that will help us better work as a team when we actually get out into the field.